So season the Plunder is upon us, and with the new season, we have a batch of new weapons. Today, guys, I'm going to be walking you through our Season 18 guide on how to get these weapons, what activities to be playing, the different currencies, as well as which unlocks you should go for at the helm. Now, upon logging in for the first time this season, you're immediately sent off into a mission by Drifter to recover a shipment that was intercepted by the Fallen on Europa. Come to find out, this shipment is none other than the Spider, which, by the way, I didn't even realize how much I missed him, but damn it, am I happy to have him back. Now, the mission is pretty straightforward. Just follow the map markers, experiment with some new dope Arc 3.0 stuff while you're at it, as you're already gonna have access to aspects and new fragments. Now, upon getting through the mission, and of course, taking down the House Salvation Fallen Captain boss, you'll be hit with a cutscene, and then you'll fly off to the Eliksni Quarter in the last city. Now, this area has gotten a bit of an update since the last time we were here, which was during Season the Spicer, and this is also where Spider will be residing. You go meet with him, as well as Eido, who is Mithrax's daughter. They'll be having a conversation inside the new building in the center of the Eliksni Quarter. Listen to their conversation and then talk to Spider. He'll then give you a skeleton key, which acts as this season's artifact, as well as a quest called Ahoy and Away, which tasks you to defeat Aramis's loyal pirates in Ketchcrash, one of the new seasonal activities. And if you couldn't tell by now, this season is pirate themed. Now you can find and launch the Ketchcrash activity when you view the helm in the Destinations tab. This is a 6-player match-made activity that has you living the pirate life in ship-to-ship combat, including firing cannons at enemy catches and boarding them. The activity itself is pretty straightforward once you've done a few runs of it. Throw things at other things, pick up the thing, and then shoot scorched cannons at things. That being said, it's actually insanely action-packed, chaotic, a lot of enemy density, and overall my initial impressions of this activity is good. There's also different versions of these, as well as a couple that I've run, which have all had a few different quest steps, like blowing up a giant servitor in the ceiling or using explosives to explode ether tanks. Now, after you complete one run of this, you loot the chest at the end to complete the step. Do note that loot from this is a little delayed, so don't panic. Even if you don't get anything from the chest, you will get your rewards once you get back to orbit. Now, next you'll have to visit the Starchart in the helm, which is the glowing yellow machine thing, which is right smack dab in the middle of the helm. Accept your reward from that and pick up the next quest called Cells of the Shipstealer. Now, this quest is the seasonal one that will last all season. After a short chat with Mithrax, you'll obtain the Captain's Atlas, which is an item that you can view within your quest tab. You'll also get some map fragments and treasure coordinates. These are your seasonal currencies, similar to how we have Vestiges of Dread for last season. These currencies and the Captain's Atlas are used in tandem. Now, your next quest step is to examine the Captain's Atlas to restore a treasure map. Open the Atlas up via your quest tab, and you'll be met with the inventory screen for the Atlas. Slide in the basic treasure map in the empty slot, and you'll see that in order to do this, you need 5 map fragments and 50 treasure coordinates. Now, you should already have this. I actually ran into this issue where I did not because my inventory was full. You need to have some space in your inventory. If you did not get the 50 treasure coordinates, they literally drop from the core playlist. I think it's like 40, somewhere around that mark. And of course, if you have the seasonal armor, and as you acquire more pieces of the seasonal armor, you get even more treasure coordinates when completing activities. Now, once you do this, you'll have a completed map to treasure, and you'll have a quest to go loot this buried treasure at the end of an expedition activity, which is the second new seasonal activity, also viewable and launchable from the helm in the Destinations tab. Expeditions are a 3-player match-made activity that has you excavating buried treasure and, of course, defeating pirates that are trying to take all the booty from you. Once again, nothing too hard here. Cool activity nonetheless. And when you get to the end of that, a chest will spawn. But make sure you use your treasure map on the piles behind the chest. It's easy to miss, but there's literally 3 piles in which you can interact with. And they're also marked with fallen symbols. Now, digging up your treasure will uncover another chest and complete that step of the quest. Next, you'll have to claim the successful expedition weekly challenge in your seasonal challenges, and you'll be rewarded with a Rescue. These are used to purchase upgrades to the Starchart in the helm, which is where you got to go next. Interact with the Starchart, and then you can view the pirate crew section. Here you'll see the classic Destiny seasonal upgrade system that we've grown pretty accustomed to. Same thing though, similar upgrades, except for this time, a lot of the upgrades provide you with crew members that will help you out during the Ketchcrash activity, as well as provide you with new ways to get rewards, like Ingram focusing, more currencies from activities, basically what we're used to seeing already. There are unique upgrades more tailored to this season though. A few upgrades do give you new treasure maps that have different rewards than the basic map you currently have. There's also a very interesting treasure map that you get access to after you've gotten 11 of these upgrades. It's called Rumored Treasure Map, where once a week you can use a treasure map your crew has only heard rumors about. No idea what that means, but it does sound mysterious. Anyways, choose an upgrade to advance alongside the quest line. Then you'll be given the quest to complete the pirate hideout of Valug. Hope I'm saying that right. The Brute. This is not a match-made activity. So if you load in without a fire team, you'll just be alone, which is fine. It's not difficult by any means. Now, I do believe that these hideout missions are a weekly thing, meaning every week we'll have a different hideout to loot. Now, your mission here is to defeat the pirate inside and claim a lost relic, the same relics Aramis is after. You're basically trying to steal them before she can. Complete the mission, claim the lost relic, and head to the Eliksni Quarter to visit the holo projector to talk to Eido. I don't know why I can't remember how to say her name. Then head to Spider for the last step of this week's mission, and he'll offer you an engram of your choice as a reward. Then we wait for next week to see what's in store for us next. Now, don't forget to interact with the terminal in the Eliksni Quarter to hear some audio messages that extend the story, as well as head to the helm to place the relic that you stole from the pirate hideout. There's actually a display case opposite of the Starchart where you can place the relic and hear what Eido has to say about it during her time researching it. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's talk about the Starchart, as this is going to be how the seasonal gameplay loop is going to work. So, essentially, you play Ketchcrash to get map fragments and treasure coordinates. Both are needed to complete a treasure map. In my experience, Ketchcrash completions awards you with 10 map fragments, but only like 6 treasure coordinates. Whereas like one strike or even a Crucible game gives you somewhere between like 40 to 60 coordinates. So it actually might be best to do other activities for coordinates and then Ketchcrash just for map fragments. Now you're gonna need 5 map fragments and 50 treasure coordinates to complete the basic treasure map. Now different maps can be unlocked and each map has different requirements for how many fragments and coordinates are needed to complete it. You can only get map fragments from the Ketchcrash activity, but you can get treasure coordinates by completing strikes, Crucible, Gambit, and other activities. You can also increase how many treasure coordinates you get by wearing pieces of the new Ketch Killer armor sets, which is very similar to how we used to get more vestiges of Dread last season from wearing the seasonal armor. So essentially for 4 pieces, you get 20% more treasure coordinates. Now, when you have enough map fragments and treasure coordinates to restore a map in the Captain's Atlas, you'll be able to use the map to dig up treasure at the end of an expedition. Now, this treasure includes gear and plundered umbral energy, but your rewards change depending on what treasure map you restore. For example, when you reach rank 4 of the Starchart, you'll unlock the Glimmer treasure map, which gives you gear as well as Glimmer. Now, granted, I do not suggest ever doing this map because it costs an extra 1 fragment and 10 coordinates to restore, and you only get around 600 Glimmer at the end. Also, other kinds of maps can be unlocked via upgrades to your pirate crew at the Starchart. Now, what should we prioritize for our pirate crew? Now, like previous upgrades before, these do not have to be done in any order. You do not have to have the first grade in the Quartermaster section to be able to unlock the second one. The first upgrade in the Navigator section will help you though with treasure coordinates, and essentially allow you to get them faster, as you'll be able to attain them from just defeating combatants. Of course, it says occasional, but still it should help. Also, the first upgrade in the Quartermaster section unlocks armor focusing. The second upgrade in the Navigator section gives you a new map called the Plundered Armor Focus map, and the third is when we can actually begin doing weapon focusing. Now, the 5th upgrade under Swashbuckler will reward you with a Deepsight weapon once a week upon completing Ketchcrash missions, which by the way helps a lot when it comes to getting those weapon patterns. You can also unlock the double Plundered Umbral Energy map from the 6th upgrade in the Quartermaster tree. Now, the 3rd upgrade under the Quartermaster will allow you to decrypt Umbral Engrams into Season of the Plunder weapons, which again, more chances to get red border weapons. Now, last season, we could actually purchase an upgrade that lets you first focus a weapon each week into a Deepsight weapon. That way, if you needed one more Drain Wreck box that you couldn't get to drop, you could just spend Umbral Energy and buy it from the crown and the helm. However, this season, it doesn't look like we're gonna have that upgrade, which should make it harder to get those red box drops. However, some of the weapons require less deep sights and attunements, which might be why Bungie's allowing this to be up to RNG. Now, if you tab over to the second screen in the Starchart, you'll notice you can now focus Umbral Engrams by weapon Foundry. Hake, Amlan, Suros, and Vice all have one new weapon. Along the Starchart rank track, we can also see items called treasure beacons. Now, a small treasure beacon is unlocked at rank 7, large at rank 16, and to be honest, guys, I really don't know what exactly these are, but the rewards for small and medium ones are buried treasure, while the reward for the large one is a buried exotic accessory. So perhaps a seasonal ship, maybe a sparrow or a ghost, who knows? As far as how to get red box weapons, it is going to be a lengthier process in my opinion in comparison to opulent weapons. Opulent weapons didn't really have a cap on how many keys we could get to unlock those chests. This season, it is going to be left up to RNG until you start to get those later upgrades, and even then, there is no real way to focus deep sight weapons, and it is kind of left to RNG there. However, purchasing those correct upgrades should definitely save you a lot of time, especially if you're just hitting the grind week to week. Now, some things here from Bungie help on important seasonal bugs right now. The new point contact can embrace Titan exotic has been temporarily disabled. Players who acquire the Under 1 banner crew upgrade will not earn bonus treasure coordinates when in a fire team of of other players who own the Season of the Plunder Season Pass, which is such a weird one, right? Also, the Vow of the Disciple raid does not successfully reset its completion at the weekly resets, preventing players from earning new rewards in the next week. So guys, that is your Season 18 guide as of now. Hopefully we've got like an exotic quest hidden in here somewhere. I hope this helps you out though. And again, this is a seasonal grind, not a get it all done in a day, right? Don't kill yourself trying to get these weapon patterns. I definitely take it week to week. And normally by like that 3rd and 4th week, you'll be getting those weapon patterns left and right. Well, fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching. And as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.